motivation and motivation. Motivation of the joy and appreciation, as we discussed it, and we all know we are one that is put into beings on this planet, on this earth, and have all this external, worldly level, a lot of luxuries that is again so beautiful. And not just only that, we have all these beautiful trails of the Dharma practices that you received. I received, you received from so many great masters, and observe that all in our heart and mind, some degree with our great joy and effort and courage and commitment we are doing those. It's really wonderful. And again, we have the courage and commitment, determination, the promise that our world make this more stronger and better to benefit for all the living beings. And really thinking sincerely from the heart and mind with joy and appreciation. That is the foundation of the Dharma practices, as well as also central column of all the practices. In the teaching always said we should practice with joy and appreciations, not kind of like sad and worry this and that thing. It's really just even there is some difficulty, troubles in the world, and we can have something that. But this is not time to kind of reactivate that those all those things going on. Just bring more joy. Just short time for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 24 minutes, how hour, bring up more joy and appreciation, and put all those aside. That is also the retreat. What in the teaches the retreat means putting all the mundane conceptions, the mundane activities on the side and back to the center of where we really belongs. To retreat from all the worries, the skeptical thought, the worries. Keep that for 1 hour or half an hour when we practice, trying to do that. Bring more joy, more appreciation. And then fill with the heart with that. And then bodhicitta, seedling, quality of the bodhicitta, thinking of all beings. Vastness motivation of the bodhicitta, really thinking that sincerity. And we may all living beings printer of the sufferings. And may all living beings have the great joy and peace, happiness that never connected with suffering and sadness. And they have great economic realization. All those beautiful thoughts, intentions in heart and mind. And we bring up those good energy. Then our practice for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, really will become something more soothing, more calming, more healing, more rewarding, and just it'll kind of shed all the obscurations. That's how we can purify our obscurations, negativities. So they have reactivated those. So those are we call the foundation, the basic things. But the basic is so important. It is central. It is heart. It is the foundation. It is cornerstone. We shouldn't think of those are kind of basic and this and that. That is, if we kind of messed up our foundation of the practice, then we're really missing the point. We're missing kind of all the development, everything what we do, then become the commercial kind that are unstable with that. So therefore, like this, show really joy and appreciation, bodhicitta, seedling bodhicitta. Without the bodhicitta in the teaching, always say that no matter how much highest teaching you receive, you start thinking practice, it won't go to the exact target to practice. Therefore, practice, bodhicitta is so important. It really will make everything perfect, everything beautiful, everything exactly as like we like to be. So therefore, this bodhicitta, and for that reason, Great Master Padma said in his teaching, if you have one thing, that is enough, is bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. If you don't have one thing, no matter how much practice you have, we are missing the point, and we lost. And what that is what? Bodhicitta. So therefore, the true, unmistakable, the cause and the condition of to getting enlightenment is bodhicitta. Therefore, may I have the true bodhicitta in my heart. That's what Great Master Padma said. This is as he said, I mean, all the Buddhas and all those bodhisattvas, all the energy masters, how much appreciated the bodhicitta. Really, it's simple. It's love, kindness, compassion, wisdom, thought. That is what the bodhicitta is. But that will defeat the ego clinging, that will defeat the obscurations, that will purify the self-important attitude. It will open the vast panoramic view of the true nature, exactly what we have. Because why we cannot get a realization, enlightenment? Because it's blown by the ego clinging, begot by the self-important, regimented conception with habit pattern, all that. But when we break that, loosen that up, then really the Buddha nature, the enlightenment, the youthful West body will shine beautifully and go so perfectly in the teaching mentioned in all the great practitioners really mentioned in those teachings. So we should always remember that. When we have those bodhicitta and joy and appreciation with beautiful qualities in the heart and mind, then realization of the three kayas or the three, whole world is three wages, that those come so easily in the teaching mentioned. Really, those realizations will shine because the power of the bodhicitta will purify the hindrance, the negativity, the obscurations. Then realization, the three wages state, the three kaya is naturally inherited. Naturally inherited in our nature of the mind. It's really in the teaching mentioned, all the masters mentioned, then it will shine so beautiful, so beautiful. All practicing and the fulfillment, the realization comes so nice and so beautiful. So those are the really in the teaching sense. So we should always remember. Along with that, then it is always in the teaching mentioned. But he told the Rinpoche he highlighted that this is the four wealth of the practitioners, four wealth, four treasures. First is devotions. Devotion to the lineage. That is one of the first wealth of the practitioners. Second wealth is the pure perception to the whether each other, whether brothers and sisters have the pure perceptions, respect and appreciation. Pure perception, that is second wealth and second treasures of the practitioners. Third is then have the great compassion thought. Compassion thought all living beings as much as you can. Start with your friends and family members and in all the beings. Compassion thought. Have for all the beings of 6 ranks. Beings of the hell ranks. Beings of the hungry ghost ranks. Beings of the animal ranks. Beings of the human ranks. Beings of the asura ranks. Beings of the gods ranks. Even the gods is, of course, gods have so flesh and all that. But in the teaching mentioned, they have so much trouble, particularly toward the end of their lives. When the karmic conditions are exhausting or finishing, and they don't know now they're going to change their life status, then really in the teaching mentioned, they have so much suffering and trouble because why? They see what is going to happen. What they're hoping. Before completely they're in the la-la lands, so happy and joy and all that. But now, suddenly, kind of lightning coming and see the situation is changing. And all the friends and everyone before so associated, so involved, so together, as one united, but now they are kind of like almost like distending. And their glories and beauties are diminishing, getting dull and dull. And they see, now they're going to live. In the teaching mentioned, that period of that stages is so much pain and suffering. They really have so much troubles. So they have troubles. So therefore, beings of all 6 realms have such a great... You can look those, the teaching mentioned clearly, and the great master Nagarjuna mentioned a letter to his friends, and that those are all the different kind of signs of that they're going to leave these God's realms. And they get it, before they don't have any orders to their bodies, but now they have orders. And before they have ornament, beautiful flowers, all that. They are also, those flowers are getting old. Even you put the new one, it's just getting old. It makes it completely kind of like noticeable to among the groups. And then all the friends, everyone is also very sympathetic. Oh, now you're going to change, you're going to leave these places, but make sure you go there and make good things, come back here, again we can enjoy all the things, the sympathetic things. But no matter whatever is really in the teaching, it's a lot of trouble. So therefore, in the six realms, there's so much trouble called compassion. Compassion is the root of the bodhicitta, root of enlightenment. As I said the other day, it's not just I'm saying, the great master Kamalachala said, compassion is root of enlightenment. Root. And bodhicitta is cause of enlightenment. When you have the compassion, bodhicitta comes. When you have the bodhicitta, then accumulate the merit, all this paramita comes easily. And then enlightenment is just there. Result is there. If we have perfect cause and condition, then there is no doubt not achieve the result. So this the third treasure of the practitioner is compassion for all beings as much as we can. Kind of developing, cultivating compassion in heart and mind. And that is the treasures of the practitioners. Fourth treasure is seeing the situation is impermanent. Kind of like always kind of recognizing that impermanence is just here. We are all in a roller coaster of the impermanent, even though we are not detecting that immediately. It's impermanent. So therefore, kind of have that reality, quality, just have that thought open. When you have the understanding, the highlight of the impermanent understanding, and that is known as the one of the treasures of the practitioners. So four treasures. First is devotion to the lineage. Second is pure perception or purity. Pure perception is genuine word. We measure brothers, but pure perception is also really, we purify our obscurations. When we have the cataracts, when we have the jaundice problems, we don't see things beautifully exactly as it is. But that is, when we don't see, it's not the problem of the others, the objects. It's problem of our jaundice, our cataracts. When we remove the cataracts, we will see the beautiful image exactly as it is. So presently we are in the cataracts of the dualities, cataracts of the self-importance, and some kind of I, some things, I am the good ones and others are all that. That notion is so strong. This is not just only this time we created, but past beginnerless times we had that attitude. Therefore, then even they have, or everyone is quite good, we don't see the good side, good part of that, and always highlight the weakness of that. Weakness. If they have 70% is okay, and 20% or 30%, we highlight 30% or highlight. We ignore the 7% or even 80%, or even maybe 95%. We really ignore. I mean, we think it's not just the Buddha's teaching said or the great lineage said. We always highlight that. And if somebody kindly, compassion is pointing out, you're making some mistakes there, and immediately we burst up. Burst up, kind of say, on the defensive positions. We don't like to accept that. Even really we see is that mistakes. Why? Because the ego. Ego is so perfect. Ego is so right. Everything what I do is quite okay. Everything others do is not okay. That perception, we have that. That is the cataracts of the dualities. So therefore, this really the pure perception is the way to open it too. And then particularly in the Vajrayana teaching, when we are practicing together as one mandalas, and practicing, and receiving the teachings, and receiving the empowerment, those all in the teaching way that the Vajrayana brothers. the Vajra connected, the Vajra brothers and sisters, that who will accompany from now on until you reach the enlightenment. Always accompany. Even in teaching mentioned, they will accompany as like in the butter lamp. In the butter lamp there is a lamp and a wick. Wick, I think W-I-C-K. Wick. Wick and the butter liquid, the butter goes together to illuminate. And their teaching mentioned that Vajra brother and sister will accompany them all the way to the enlightenment as wick and as butter liquid butters. That's how the bond is strong. It's in the Buddha teaching also really mentioned when you read life story of the Buddha or in the Buddha's teaching, often said, and you have the story of this, the past, this and that, and then and you should not think those individuals somewhere else. This is that one. This is this one. Those all during the life of the Buddhas. Or this is the Shariputra, this is the Mongaputra, or Kashyapa, or the Upali, or the I mean all those really mentioned. They make different they make different things and happen. And Buddha gives the story, and then and the prayer was a lifetime. They this and that things, and now they this and that things. So it's mentioned. So this is I think long way to go. Ask us. So therefore, as much as we can, kind and nice to each other is just wonderful. So those are the 4 treasures in the His Holiness Dongyal highlighted. Is not just again only His Holiness Dongyal, but in the teaching mentioned this really. One we have these 4 treasures and combined with the bodhicitta, and then I think really is just well offered. Then when we practice the Dzogchen, it will come so perfectly and beautiful. And so those were just a kind of few things. And now